What's going on, everybody? Israel Galindo here from Metalore. So how did we finally get Passthrough on the Quest Pro to work and stream to you guys? Well, we're about to show you step by step. Stay tuned. Let's hit that intro, spin that logo. What's going on, everybody? Again, Israel Galindo here from Metalore. Hope you guys are doing amazing. So we've had the Oculus Pro now 48 hours, and the biggest thing for us to be able to do a pass-through, a mixed reality, to show you VR with a full room around you, not just virtual reality, but both working at the same time. So we were fighting for a few days trying to figure that out, and it was very, very difficult to try to do that. Let me drop over a laptop video here of what we're talking about. So in order to see pass-through is being able to see mixed reality, your office, your space in color. Here's my coffee cup. And being able to see our menu as we are seeing here and here and here. And let me actually click on a different menu, and being able to see our full menu of items that we are working on while you're seeing the real world within that. Now, we could see that without a problem. That was not the issue. The issue was that we could not record the real world or stream the real world in mixed reality to show you guys how it worked. Now, why did that happen? Well, I'm going to tell you why. For privacy issues meaning anytime Meta is going to show you a screen in virtual reality and live, if you're streaming it out to someone, that's violating privacy issues, privacy acts, and so on. It's violating some policies. So it would not let us do what we wanted to do. Now, that being said, we really wanted to show you, I'm going to take you off that screen because it really is a kind of vertigo effect on that. Now, we really wanted to show you both worlds at the same time. Now, because it wasn't achieved directly through the Pro, again, policies, privacy, etc., we decided to show you a couple of things that you'll need to do to make it happen. Number one, in order for you to do that, you need to open up development tools. Number two, you have to use SIDEQUEST to stream, which we're going to show you how to do that. And number three, we're also going to show you the folder structure where your data is. If you had a Quest 2 or Quest 1 where the data currently sits, it's a whole different ballpark. So we're going to go through all those steps right now. But first, let's get you to set up developer mode and turn it on. Now, I'm going to take you here to a website, and you're going to follow along, and I'm going to walk you through. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to developer.oculus.com/manage/organizations/create. Now, this link here, you're going to, once you go there, you're actually going to log in with your Oculus account that you use for your Oculus. Now, if you haven't merged your Oculus and your Facebook account, go ahead and do that first. Most likely, if you've been using a Quest 2 or even the Pro, it will ask you to migrate both accounts at the same time. Now remember, you're going to log in first because you got to log into that. Put anything you want on there, and then once you're done, you're going to select the little checkbox underneath that says, yes, I understand that this is development, yada yada. If it breaks, I'm not going to sue anybody, and then you're going to hit the submit button. Once you've done that, then you want to go ahead and go into your mobile app, and your mobile app is going to be on your phone, your iPad, etc. From there, make sure that you do have the Quest 2, Quest Pro tethered to your computer. That means via USB cable. In other words, to be able to see it on the top left of the phone, it'll actually show you that it is connected. So you're going to click on devices. And on devices, you're going to see what's connected. Now, you're going to make sure it does say connected. And yes, I'm showing you the Quest 2. The Quest Pro hasn't really changed the picture just yet either. You got to make sure it says connected on the top left. Once you do that, you're going to hit developer mode. And in developer mode, you're just going to toggle developer mode on that toggle. Now, you're going to reset your device, Quest Pro, Quest 2, etc. Go ahead and reboot that device. When it comes back, what we're going to do is you're going to check under your games for one thing that shows unknown. Now, I'm going to show you what it means here. On all, if you scroll down, it says unknown sources. that means it's connected and that means it's working. The unknown sources is your developer mode, so you got to make sure that that's set up first. Now, once you've got that working and connected, you are one step closer to making sure that you can stream your items online. So, okay, so now we're going to take you to SIDEQUEST. If you don't know what SIDEQUEST is, SIDEQUEST actually allows you to bring in games, side quests, or side loading them as they call it. So you're going to go to SIDEQUEST. Let me just type it slowly. SIDEQuestvr.com. Once you go there, go ahead and register your account. And once you've registered your account, what you're going to do, the first thing is you're going to download the application that runs on your Windows computer. Now, SIDEQUEST does run on a Mac, but you got to tweak it a little bit, so it's best to use it on a Windows PC. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the application. Usually you can go to the bottom, or you can just go up here to the screen where we were at, and then you can just do the /download. So you see it on here, and we'll do download. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you the download is there's an easy installer and there's an advanced installer. The easy installer is like install, done, simple. The advanced installer allows you to do installations of APK files or external files. We call them like zip files that somebody sends you. You can do different things, you can stream and so on. So really, for me, if you want to use all the bells and whistles, just do the advanced. It's not that hard. It really just goes step A, B, and C. So once you've installed it, what we're going to do is we're actually going to run it so I can show you what it looks like. So we're going to go here. Actually, I think I have it open already. Here it is. Now, you always want to be tethered, meaning cable. That is the biggest thing there. So one of the things you're going to do is once you're connected, the top of the screen, if you've already got developer mode and everything already done as we stated in the first part of the video, you're going to make sure that up here it's green and it's showing that it is working 100%. It's at your charge. It shows everything on that. Now the cool thing about this is going to be these menus right up here. In order for you to pull up any games, you can go back to home. This is your little home button right back here. Sorry, I'm using the wrong keyboard. There we go. All right, let's go back up here. And this is basically where you can grab games that are not part of the Oculus package, but that can come in, again, via SIDEQUEST. Think of this application of a tool that allows you to bring in games and extra sources of other types of applications that you can bring into Quest via this application. Now, they've made it easier so you can install SIDEQUEST directly to this, so you don't have to go through all of this trouble. For you that's going to want to stream out to the world and show the world what you're seeing and with mixed reality, you'll have to go through some of these steps. So as long as it shows connected, there is a little button with a play right on top. So I'm going to go hit that play button. And once you've hit that play button, this is where it gets a little tricky now. It's not that bad now. Let me explain the two. Start stream is literally going to open up a window streaming. Now, when you hit that stream, if you don't select the left eye or the right eye, it's going to show you both eyes and it's going to look a little quirky. So if you're going to be sharing this with anybody on OBS or Ecamm or any of those third-party stream applications, you're going to click that, but you're going to select Quest 1 or Quest 2, I1 or I2. Oculus casting is literally when you're casting from your Oculus to a web page, which can happen too, but it's not going to give you the pass-through that you're looking to do. That's kind of the problem. This is why we're doing all of this. So what I usually do is before I hit start streaming, I'm going to select the eye that I want to stream, and it'll change the items there. Now, let me get my little guy here out of the way so you guys can see. You can copy the settings that I have on here, the bit rates, the crop size. You can copy all of those items here to make sure. I don't start full screen unless you're really not going to use the PC for something else. And as far as input, you can make it so it's read-only, nothing can be touched, etc. And then the maximum frames per second, you can set it to whatever you want it to be. I think the default is 25. I set it to 0, which is unlimited. The max size, depending on the video value, how the dimension is going to be, I put it to 0 so I can stretch it, shrink it, and all of that stuff. Now remember, these are the things you're going to do prior to throwing it on OBS or, again, Ecamm or any other software to stream to the world, but at least it'll show you. What we're going to do now is I'm going to select stream. I'm going to start the stream. And it's going to show up a window. Now this is the window that is showing what's in my headset right now. This is what I'm seeing. I could grab my controllers. Let me actually grab my controls. And I could put them right in front of me. Here's my controls. But you can see that because I have Passthrough, I can see everything in my office as it should be. Now, if I don't want to show Passthrough, which is I'm going to show you that right now, is I can actually go into the application that I'm working on, which is Workrooms here, or I can do it from within the menu. Let me go here in the menu. The menu right here, and then I can click on this little button right here that will disable the pass-through. So I can actually do that. Right now it's actually showing pass-through because I'm working through workspaces, so this program allows me to do as such. So if I was going to quit that, you can see we've gone back to the VR world, and then we are literally in a VR environment. But let me show you again what we talked about pass-through, because I'm in an environment of VR right now and I want to see the real world instead. Is I'm going to click on this battery Wi-Fi quick settings, and then this guy right here that says pass-through home, I'm going to select that guy right there, and all of a sudden here is my desktop and you can see the world around me. Now this can happen anytime as long as you click that little guy right there. So very important to make sure that you do that, but you have to get those pre-steps done to be able to do that. As soon as you've got this SIDEQUEST window streaming, then you can take this window and put it in OBS and start recording what you need to. Maybe you want to do a tutorial like I'm doing about Quest Pro and what you can do. Now, let me show you a couple other things that I feel you guys are going to need. One of the biggest things in the Quest is knowing how to put music and video directly on the headset versus putting it on the computer that talks to it. I know it sounds complicated, but I'm gonna walk you through that as well. So let me bring this window down. Okay, so when you connect or tether your Quest, if you will, to a computer, it will open up just like if you connected a phone, a device, things like that. And the connection will show up for the device as a shortcut. Here's a shortcut right here. Yes, I'm looking over because the glare is actually causing me just to see a white screen. So we're going to just move it up a little bit. Now, in this section right here, anything that you open up in this internal storage, think of it like a USB drive. Anything that you open up in there, it's going to be directly on the physical device you're wearing on your head. So if I want to load my music for my DJing, I can copy it directly to there, and when I unplug it, I can still use it directly on this device. And I'm getting to, for those of you that have questions about wasting space and talking directly to the computer, that's a little different. Or if I want to load a movie because I'm going to go on an airplane and I just want to have movies, I can load my movies directly to the device here, pictures, videos, home items, etc. So the movie folder is just for that. The music folder obviously is for music. Yes, any type of music. You download music, you want to throw it on the plane, walk around with it. Yes, that's exactly what you can do. DKIM is the other one, and that's more for pictures. You can put pictures there. But just like every structure on a Windows computer, these folders talk to different programs. Like Tribe talks to the videos to show background videos, and it talks to the music so you can DJ. If you're using a productivity program like Workgroups, you can share files with your download folder, with your documents, and so on in that. Now, for those of you that are DJs or understand that the original place Tribe would look for files and folders, it's going to be just in your videos and in your music. That has changed because when I connected the Pro, it did not recognize any of my music that was sitting in the original folders. So Quest Pro has modified that when you're looking at the music and the downloads, it's not just going to be in what you used to have for the Quest 2. You actually have to go down to this PC and add it to this music and this pictures and so on. That's where you're going to be adding those items. Now, again, for certain applications like Tribe or any of those other ones, they might have subfolders that you need to talk to, just like Tribe talks to the documents folder here. And you're going to notice that Tribe, here it is, also has a media folder to work in, videos, etc. So just remember that when you are looking where you're going to move music and pictures to, that they correspond to what the application needs. And if you need to know where that is, Discord is a very great tool to have to ask the developers and the community where on Quest Pro you should be putting these items and so on. So I really wanted to kind of show you those things, because now let me go show you. This is where it's going to get a little fun. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring back that streamer that we had. And then what we're going to do, check this out. We're actually going to open up our menu and we're going to go into Tribe. And as soon as Tribe loads, we're going to have it pass through. So make sure that it sees our environment. Here's our environment. And if you look down now, here's my DJ table. And now, so just hit the keyboard because I need to lift my table a little bit. There we go. And now I can DJ. Now, why would I do that? Think about this. Well, you go out to the beach and you're watching the sunset, and you can broadcast this in VR with the real world and the sun overhead going into the ocean while you're doing a sunset set. Now, you can do this not just for Tribe, of course, you can do it for any application, but the key is that to be able to do this and stream it to the world, this is what you'll need to do. Otherwise, you're just going to get a black screen when you record or stream out to the public, and you're not going to be able to show them what you're doing, what you're seeing. So now, if I was trying to teach you how to DJ, I could now show you here while my real world is around me. Maybe I got some visuals, maybe I got some laser lights going, things like that. Now, if I don't want the real world, then, you know, I can always change my environment, at least for this application, for it to be, you know, a Tribe Lounge, which will then take me to the VR world. This is the VR world right here. And as you can see, this is the item. Now, if some of you still are curious about the music that I just was talking about, the folders that go directly to that, as you can see, here's all my music that I copied into that folder. And when we're talking about visuals, when I turn on my camera, here's my visuals here in my background. There it is. And one thing I've never noticed before is I've never heard music playing through the visuals, so I have to ask the developers why it's playing and how we can stop that, because the visual should just be just that. It should be visuals. It should not be the full audio of a file. So we'll have to look into that and see what that's about. Yeah, especially like this one has audio, but you can kind of see how this works. So anyways, I hope that was extremely helpful, and we are now one step closer to really putting mixed reality across the board and really being able to showcase it and not just tell people about it, but actually show it. So I do hope you guys did enjoy this video, and please leave comments, any questions, anything you want me to try on the headset, feel free. And if you're still wondering if you should spend the money or not, wait. There's still a lot of things that need to be changed and fixed, and in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, I would have waited a little bit longer, but now that I have it, I'm working out the kinks live with everybody else who does have it, so we can try to have a better product for you all. Anyways, enjoy the video, leave comments, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff we always do. and I will talk to you on the next one.